live stream the meeting.
Started, so you can go ahead and get started.
Okay, so well, again, hello everyone, and thank you for being here today with us. So I have a list of questions for each of your beautiful kitties that are joining us today, and we're going to start with Loki. It is nice to meet you. And about your cat, I could see on the screen. It's beautiful. Thank you. And a couple of questions that I have for you about Loki. So if you could describe your cat's personality or temperament in 5 words, what would they be?
Yeah, he's a simple man of simple interests. I'd say snuggles, pets, and snuggles. That's it. He's a one-issue cat. The man wants cuddles.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Sounds like he's a mellow type of cat, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
And what one thing that you could say Loki likes doing most throughout the day?
He's big into lounging. If in times when I've worked from home, his thing has been laying next to me and purring loudly and headbutting me for scratches. That's his main thing, really.
Oh my gosh, wow, that sounds like he likes to be on the lap and just
yeah, he's a cuddler.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. And what would you say you love the most about Loki?
I think just like how cool he is with everyone. Like, he has never met a person he doesn't love. He's never met an animal he doesn't love. Like, he just wants to hang out and be friends with the world.
Oh my gosh. So I guess that kind of answers the next question that I had, which is, do you have other pets? And if you do, how does Loki get along with them?
Yeah, so I've got a good posse of other cats with my own and like the other fosters that I've got. And yeah, he's just like the calm big brother of it all. Like, he'll watch over the kittens, he'll like keep an eye on things. He doesn't really play all that much, but like, he doesn't mind when the kittens play with his tail, which is adorable. Yeah, he's just a big old friend.
Oh my gosh. And does Loki have a favorite treat or favorite food?
He really likes the greenies, like the feline greenies, catnip flavored specifically. He will do anything for those treats.
Oh my gosh, wow. And I am going to, I have one question that I will pretty much ask everyone throughout this event. And the question is, if you would be in the position to adopt Loki yourself, you're in a position to foster him right now, but if you yourself would be in that position, what is one thing about him that would convince you to do that?
I mean, I have had to personally, not in a serious way, but convince my boyfriend that we do not, in fact, have room to adopt this cat. But boy, does he wish we did. He's just a big, huge bucket of love. Like, there's no other way to describe him. He's just a big old guy who loves everybody. And it is very hard to not be charmed.
Oh my gosh. Well, Kira, thank you so much for that. Hopefully, as a result of this, Loki will find his forever home today. Thank you so much for bringing him.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. And I guess next up we have, well, Dakota is not featured today, but next up we got Hermes and Helios.
This is Helios, and this one is Hermes, and the little girl in the side here is Moonlight. She is not up for adoption.
Oh my God.
Helios is the little lover that's purring super loudly, and this is his brother Hermes. They have taken over my laundry pile, so that's why they're in here. The answer, yes, do they get along well with my pets is yes, they've been snuggling on my bed for nap time. So this is why they're super chill right now, is that we just woke them up from nap time. These two boys both came from Puerto Rico. So they had a 20-hour flight in from Puerto Rico that then they had, so they went from Puerto Rico to Miami to New York, and then they had to be driven from New York down here. So they had a very long day when they got brought in. So they took a while to get used to being here. And once they did get used to being here, we got this kind of, they love to snuggle together. They play together. They are just very, very loving. They sleep on my lap all the time. And they're like this pretty much all the time. Helios is this dude here. This is Helios. He is very much a lover. He snuggles with me and is just a very friendly dude. Hermes is lightning fast and just runs everywhere. You can get up now, Moonlight. They're just really friendly guys. And there goes Moonlight. Thank you. Keep going.
Oh my goodness. And if you would name, for example, like 3 personality traits that stand out most for Hermes and for Helios, what would they be?
Hermes is he's the one that's a little bit more skittish. But he is high, they're both high energy. Hermes is a little bit more independent. He's absolutely fine being on his own. In fact, I had to go find him right before this event because he likes to hide. He's also going to be super fast. He runs literally to everything. He loves his treats, he loves his food, and he's probably gonna like dart off in just a sec and just go. He runs, which is why he's well named. Hermes means the messenger god, and so he just runs everywhere. Helios is my sun god, and he just likes to lounge. He plays with everything. There's no like favorite toy. Literally everything is a toy. And so like the paper that comes from the Chewy boxes, that's a great toy. Mice I have everywhere are a great toy. I have to be very good about picking up like little strings and rubber bands because those are also great toys and I don't want those to be incidentally or accidentally swallowed. So he'll play with everything. They aren't super into treats, but they'll eat greenies. They don't really have a favorite food. They just like food.
And they enjoy the same type of treat for both of them, or do they have separate preferences?
They'll eat treats, but treats haven't been a big deal.
Okay.
It's like food. What food is their food? They just go to for that.
And do they kind of hang out together all the time, or do they like to have separate time as well?
They tend to hang out together a lot. They were just now separate. I had to search to find him. So they're fine separate. Hermes or Helios prefers to be with other cats, but I think they're young enough that they can adapt to new environments pretty well.
That's wonderful. And another quick question for you. So when you guys go to sleep in your household, do they stay up or do they catch some Z's with everybody?
Well, these two will run around for at least another hour before they decide to go to bed.
So they don't have a specific bedtime.
No. And usually it's when because when I'm watching TV, I have usually all of the cats are piled on me. And then when I'm getting up and going to bed, then it's time to go play. And then I get running from the zoomies from one end of the house to the other end of the house, and it's back and forth. They last only for about an hour or so, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, it's time to go to bed." Sometimes they'll come up and curl on the bed with me and the other two cats. Sometimes they will go find their own place.
Wow.
And a lot of that is more dependent upon Peanut than it is on them, because they like to snuggle with me.
So, and the last question, which I said I will ask everyone, if you would be in the position to adopt both of them right now, what is one thing that would convince you to do that?
I think it's the similar answer to what Kira said. I have 5 cats in this house right now. I'm a little limited on space because one of them is pregnant, and I'm on kitten watch right now for when she might be dropping her kittens. So I'm space limited.
Gotcha. Well, thank you
that's
so much.
that's pretty much the only thing that's preventing me from adopting them is I'm space limited, and I have a lot of cats that come through here.
Otherwise, if you could do it yourself, you would scoop them up. Got it.
Pretty much. And I've been told, no, I'm not allowed to adopt all of the cats that come through here because I'm just not.
Well, thank you so much, Meredith. Appreciate you being here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hopefully they will find their forever home as well.
I've been told they have possibly some applications pending, but I definitely recommend applying anyhow because they've had some applications that fell through no fault of their own. So apply anyhow. We certainly want to get we say that go ahead and apply. Nothing's finalized until contracts are signed and fees are paid. So these guys are still up for adoption.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and joining us. And next up, we have Adam, Happy, and Little Joel.
Hi.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Oh, it's Alice, actually.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. It's
Hi.
okay.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. And thank you for coming and bringing the little ones with you today. So a couple of questions that I have about them specifically is, so which personality trait would you say these beautiful kittens have in common, and which one makes each one of them stand out?
So they're relatively young, and at this age, most kittens share the trait of curious and playful. All 3 of them for sure share that trait. They love exploring new things, and they're like super playful. Like I gave them some catnip like a few minutes ago, and it's still running on them. And one more trait, they are super affectionate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they look like it, and they look like they're having so much fun right now. My goodness. And so which one of them would you say is the most energetic one, and which one would be the most mellow one?
I'd say the most energetic one would be Adam, this one right here. It's quite challenging. I find it quite challenging to get him to tire out because he's always playing with his brothers and with humans, and he's just always awake except for when he's asleep and eating.
Okay.
It's what he does.
And what would you say is their favorite activity throughout the day? Do they prefer to play together or independently?
So their favorite activity, they like, so what they'll do is they'll hop on your lap, they'll give you cuddles. They'll do that for like 5 to 10 minutes usually.
Mhm.
And then they'll just like play and play and play and play. They love, we have these 2 old mattresses, and they love climbing them. They love climbing, leaping. They're especially acrobatic. I'd say they like jumping a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and they will, about the playing independently, they will play. So this one is Happy. Happy out of the 3 of them will be the one who's independent most of the time. So a lot of the time what happens is I'll be down here working on schoolwork, and Adam and Lil Joe, there's Adam, will be on my lap cuddling me, and then you can hear Happy in the background playing with something. So usually it's Adam and little Joe and then Happy by himself.
Oh my gosh, they are truly adorable. And do they like the same type of food or do they enjoy different treats?
They just like food in general. We've given them wet food on the first day. They could not handle that because they got really messy and we didn't want to have to live with that. So we gave them dry food and we gave them 2 different kinds of dry food and they liked both. And we've given them different kinds of treats and they like all of them. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, they like everything.
Wow. And is there anything else that you would like to add about them that I haven't asked and you feel may be relevant?
They just love attention. They will do anything to be with you. This one in particular, Adam and little Joe right there, they like licking your face. And he's climbing my back right now. They can be face lickers, which sometimes can be really fun. Sometimes it can hurt. So like watch out for that if you're adopting them. But they can still be really sweet about it. I love them.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for bringing them, for showing them. They're adorable and hopefully they'll find forever home today as well.
So
Alice. And who do we have next? Next one we have Starry. And which means that we got Megan with Starry.
Hi everyone. So this is Starry. Unlike those super adorable kittens, this is one of our seniors. So she's 17 years old. You gonna wake up? I woke her up right before we started, and then she decided she wasn't quite ready to wake up. So Starry comes from Prince George's County Shelter. One of our volunteers had worked with them previously, and the volunteers, the workers there, reached out to her and said, "Hey, we've got this really, really awesome senior. She doesn't belong here. Can you help out?" And so we went and we pulled her and a couple others. And Starry's been with me since November. This is mostly what Starry does. She likes to sleep in a pillow fort. She also has some heated cat beds that she likes to sleep on. She's pretty typical for your seniors in terms of pretty low energy, but she does enjoy meals. She is very excited about mealtime. You will never forget mealtime because she will not let you. But she has a couple of playful moments. Right now, she is sharing her residence with a few other cats, some fosters, some are mine. She would probably prefer to be an only child, but she actually does quite well with other cats as long as they respect boundaries. She is not scared to reinforce those boundaries. So make no mistake about it, she might be getting up there in years, but she's a spicy gal.
Oh, wow. She looks beautiful. And I guess you answered one of my questions, which is how she gets along with other pets. Now, can you describe a typical day in the life of Starry?
You're looking at it. She will greet me when I come home from work if I have to go into the office, or if I'm working from home. Sometimes she'll come out just to see what's going on, share her opinions on some things, and then she'll go back and take a nap somewhere. But she's pretty mellow. She doesn't have a lot of wants, except for usually attention or food. Food is always the top priority with her. She likes to graze as opposed to scarf it all down, so that's actually quite nice. She is also a member of the Clean Plate Club frequently. So with seniors, we always worry about their finicky behaviors and not wanting to eat very much. That is not Starry. Starry is always interested in eating. When she came with us, to us, she was actually pretty emaciated. We did a good job of getting her back to her former glory. But as you can see, she also really likes to be brushed, which is good because right now she's got her spring shed going on. So she has a little bit more, she needs a little bit more brushing right now, but
Oh,
she doesn't
wow.
have any mats. She doesn't, you know, she's not showing any signs of issues with her coat. She just likes it. She says it feels
She
really
just
nice.
enjoys the process. And so I do have an interesting question, which is like, if you would be asked to compare Starry's personality to a famous person, who would you choose to compare her and why?
Oh, she's Mariah Carey. She is
Oh my-
Mariah Carey because she is tall. She has a beautiful vocal range. She can hit some high notes. She can hit some low notes. She can go loud. She can go quiet. But she is absolutely a diva. Anybody that's ever had a Siamese or a Siamese mix knows that they're known for their vocal component. She is very chatty, although it's really funny right now because she was screaming at me probably about 5 minutes before we started. Then she laid down and became really quiet. But when she is ready to talk and share her opinions, she will share them. She's very particular about some of her things. So I have to arrange my pillows a certain way so she has a nice little fortress around her, so she can properly get cozy. Her food must be fed in a certain location, otherwise she does not want to eat it. You know, she likes, you know, certain parts of her pet where other parts not so much. And so she reminds you which parts are the parts that she wants. But honestly, she's a gorgeous cat inside and out. She's really a lovely, lovely cat. She's very sweet, and she's been nothing but absolute dreamboat since she showed up. You know, she was in pretty rough shape. She was an owner surrender. We don't really know what the circumstances were. I have my sneaking suspicions that she was with an elderly person who could no longer care for her. So that's how she ended up in the shelter, but she never belonged there. She always belongs on the pedestal because she is royalty.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for bringing her and showing her, and hopefully she'll find a forever home today. She is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for telling us about her so that it makes it easier for the folks who are interested to make a decision. Thank you. We appreciate it immensely.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next up we have Owl.
You're on mute.
Sorry about that. So Owl's actually been a bit skittish today, but we did just start fostering 2 other cats, Katie and Guernsey, and I'm actually with them right now. And then hopefully we can get Owl. But this is Katie, and I'm gonna turn the camera around. And she loves this chair. She is absolutely adorable. She's a 13-year-old girl, and she came with a bonded pair with Guernsey. Guernsey is about 5, and they are both just absolutely wonderful, lovely, lovely cats, and they are just so friendly. As you can see, Katie just loves to lick. They both love licking to show their affection. They're incredibly, well, Katie's particularly calm and mellow. I'd say largely because of her age. But Guernsey is definitely the love bug of the 2. They're both incredibly friendly, but Guernsey will always want more pets, more love, will come up to us. He loves, a little bit of rough petting. Is just an absolute wonderful chunk of a cat. Guernsey, we found out, actually does not really eat wet food, but he loves dry food. Katie will eat both. And I do have some great pictures that I think we're going to be able to upload to the website for them, but they love to snuggle together. So although, of course, you can kind of see them coming together right now, of course, they can be adopted separately, but they are so close to each other and they love spending time with each other. So, of course, we'd love to see them stay together.
Oh my gosh, they're absolutely beautiful. And you said you just started fostering them. Now, if you could describe a regular, like a typical day in their life,
Yeah.
how would you describe that?
Yeah, of course. So I'd say they both have, okay, they're both pretty mellow cats. They both love to sit in this chair in particular in the sun and just sleep and relax. I'd say, we got them last week and they've acclimated incredibly well to their new environment. I've fostered cats before, such as Owl, and um, cats like her tend to be a lot more skittish, or it takes a bit more time to adjust to the environment, which is totally reasonable. But for whatever reason, Guernsey and Katie have adjusted just incredibly well, and they're just so friendly and loving. And there have been, although we keep them separate from Owl right now, they have met her a couple times accidentally here and there, and all three of them have been incredibly nice and respectful to each other, which is really great to see. Guernsey particularly loves to climb up and look out the windows, so I'd highly recommend having a cat tree for him or something like that so he can do some window watching, some window TV. And then Katie, all she really needs is a place where she can lay down and relax and hang out with the family, but also be able to just be chill.
Oh my gosh, it looks like they have a nice support network going there for each other, which I think helps them get acclimated a little more quicker. And I have a question. How are their litter box manners?
They're great. No issues with the litter box. Absolutely no problems. We have 2 litter boxes in the house. They largely only use one for whatever reason. They like to share. Truly no issues with that.
And which one would you say is more of a playful type, and which one is more of a mellow type?
So I'd say, I'd say that neither of them are particularly playful. I think that's something to keep in mind. Guernsey, being 5, we have some string toys, some laser pointers. He will play with them once in a while. Katie largely ignores toys. Once in a while she'll get a little play in, and that's fun. But I'd say out of the 2 of them, Guernsey's more playful, but they both are largely fairly relaxed. Like to hang around rather than play with toys.
Oh my gosh, they are so beautiful.
They're great.
Wow. You already mentioned their food preferences, and it looks like they get along great with the household members and everything. How about the sleep time when everybody goes to sleep? Do they or do they stay up?
Yeah, so they it's a mix. So we have let them come in the bed with us. And they're very great cuddlers in bed, which is something that I personally love about some cats. They love to snuggle and love to hang out and all of that, but they also don't mind kind of being on their own at night. Again, they'll maybe like sleep on this chair or this chair over here, or go around here and just rest the whole night. They're never a bother. They're not particularly vocal. Katie will meow once in a while, but they're both pretty calm and almost down to do anything.
Oh my gosh, they're absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. That overcompensated for not being able to see Owl, which is totally
Good.
cool.
We'll
Because-
definitely have Owl on. I can assure you. She is a wonderful cat as well. All 3 of them are great. You can't go wrong.
Thank you immensely for bringing them on, for explaining about them, and hopefully, hopefully they will find a forever home, and this will help them, this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have Madge, or Madge. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. I would say
Madge. It's Madge. Yeah. Can you see her? I've been trying to wake her up, but it's nap time and she's pretty committed. She has very striking green eyes and a beautiful coat. So hopefully you can at least see her swirly coat if you can't see her pretty eyes.
I see. I am able to see her, and she's absolutely beautiful. Oh my
She
goodness.
is, yes. Hi, lady. Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing her on, for coming along with her. And my question is, if you would describe her personality in 5 words, how would you?
Sure. Yeah, Madge is very social. She's intelligent, and she's pretty affectionate. She loves to plop down in front of us and ask for pets. And she will also sort of headbutt us to let us know how much she loves us too. She's very communicative. She's very good at letting you know what she needs. I wouldn't say she's like vocal per se, but she gets her point across. And then I would say she's also very food motivated. She loves her food and she loves trying to eat our food too.
Oh my goodness. And if you describe her favorite pastime, what would that be?
Yeah, Madge's favorite pastime is supervising me in particular. So she loves to spend time with me. Oh, she's getting up. Maybe we can get her to play a little bit. She loves to supervise me. Basically everything I'm doing, she wants to be right by my side, whether that's, working, she'll sit in my lap, or she'll watch me do yoga. And sometimes she gives me a little headbutt when I'm doing down dog and she can get close to my head. She will watch me unpack the groceries, essentially any activity that I'm involved in. She wants to be right there participating.
Oh my God, she is absolutely beautiful. And how old is she?
She's 2. So she's an adult cat, but she's still pretty playful. As you can see, she likes this feather toy and she likes the scratching post that we have with this little thing on the top of it. So she has her times that she likes to play, but overall she's pretty chill.
So she's got a mellow type of personality.
Yeah, I would say. She just likes to be where the people are. That's what I say about Madge.
Which answers my question about getting along with other members of the household.
Yeah, in this household, it's just me and my husband. So it's 2 adults. She hasn't interacted much with children, but she's certainly met friends of ours that have come over, and she's met some of our extended family. And she likes to hang whenever anyone's around. She's like ready to be part of it.
Oh, wow. So she's not like very cautious in terms of like hiding when people come. She's more of a social type where she likes to get attention from other.
Yeah, now that she's settled in our house, she's definitely more social and likes to hang out and be around us all the time.
And I'm sure she's got beautiful litter box manners as well.
Yes, she does. She is very polite with the litter box. We have 2 for her, which she seems to appreciate. But yeah, she's a great cat.
Oh my God, she is really beautiful, and hopefully she will find her forever home today as well. And I was going to ask as well, like, what time does she go to sleep? Does she go to sleep with you guys, or does she stay up?
Yeah, that's a great question. She's very interested in hanging out with us all the time, except for when we go to bed. So she's never really expressed any interest in staying in the room with us when we're sleeping. So she sleeps in the basement, and I think she gets her zoomies on while she's down there. And then when we wake up, she's ready to sit with us while we have coffee and come say good morning. So she's pretty happy to be by herself at night, I think.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing her. Thank you for showcasing her. And yes, hopefully, she will get a nap.
Yeah, I think any adopter would be very lucky to have Madge. She's a great cat.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And next we have Electra. Do we?
Yeah, it says I can't start video because the host has stopped it. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So hopefully that shows.
Anything?
Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. Let me see if I can open the cat or open the door. Electra is an all-black cat, so she definitely blends in. But I think that's the best part about Electra is that, she's always just around and willing to. She's definitely a little bit shy, but Electra likes being around here. So let me open her up. And so this is Electra. Oh no, please stay for us. She loves food. She is a little bit skittish, admittedly. She does like being around. And if you give her some treats, she does enjoy being around you here. Here she comes. She's like, oh, damn, you said treats. Over here.
I want to come back and get some. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So we're trying to keep her. I mean, I admit, certainly, so we do have another pet around. We do have a couple of people over, but she does like the idea of being fed treats and being around people and being petted around her head too.
Oh wow. So is she like quiet type of cat or a cat? I'm sorry, or does she make her presence heard?
Oh, absolutely. She is a very quiet cat. And I think that's one of the great things about her, is that she's not going to like be super annoying or be super loud. She likes just being calm and quiet, and just, being herself, right? So that's the really great thing about her, especially if you're, an older person or if you're working from home. It can be sort of difficult to deal with a really loud or extravagant cat, which is what we have currently. So we're adopting another cat, so we have another cat, and then we're fostering Electra. And our other cat is super annoying. He's always willing to jump on your laptop. Electra is very calm. She knows what she wants. She's absolutely willing to just stay in her own spot and enjoy it there. And so that's the really nice thing is, even when you're feeding her, or if she's just, she wants food, or if she wants attention, she'll just sort of come here and sit by you. And that's pretty much it, which is, I think, really appreciated for people who are working from home.
Oh wow. And does she have a favorite spot in your house where she likes to sit, to hang out?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, she loves sleeping under the bed, which I think is really nice, because I think there's, a really nice way of just waking up to a cat who's like, hey, what's up? Good morning. And I didn't grow up with cats, so waking up to that, I think, has actually been really enjoyable, and then I think also just being around her, she likes sleeping, in cozy spots like humans do. So sometimes she'll just be cozy up right in the corner of the couch, and you can just sit by her and lay there and enjoy her time, her presence with her quiet,
Oh, how old is she?
She's about 2, I believe. Yeah.
And does she have a favorite toy that she likes to play with?
I wouldn't say she's too playful. I mean, she enjoys like certain toys that just pop up randomly. So our other cat, maybe likes specific toys, but if you just give Electra a rolled up sock, if you just give her, a small string, then there will never be an end to the amount of times that you enjoy her just playing with her own tail. So many times she'll just be sitting there. She'll be in the middle of the room, right, when nobody else is around except for you. And then she'll just be like, oh my God, my tail is right there. And she'll be terrified. And she'll run around in little circles, and she'll try to find her tail. And she's coming back now. Well, and there she goes. But so she is just like humans, you really find that she's around you and she trusts you. And I think that that's a really nice sort of experience of, finding out that an animal really, really cares about you.
Oh my gosh. And any specific food that she enjoys? Dry food, wet food, any specific type of treats that she likes?
She loves food and she loves treats. So that's an instant way, you will definitely know when she's hungry, because she starts to just come up to you and rub your calves. And she's sort of like, say hello. It's about 5 p.m. I know you're done with work, so I'd love some food. So you definitely know that. I don't think there's any specific thing. She definitely loves wet food more than she loves dry food. But we all do,
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for bringing her on. Is there anything else that you would like to add about her that I haven't asked? Anything that you think may be relevant?
I think she is a fantastic cat for people who are from home. She's also very good with other cats. So we have another cat who's kind of awkward, I think, and she's really great with the other cat. And that's something that we weren't really expecting, or we're quite unsure about, because this is the first time we fostered. And so if you do have another cat, she's super comfortable with playing, with getting to know them, and with being around them too, just providing company to another cat that maybe is a little bit bored. She's not going to jump on your counters. She's not going to jump on your bed. She's not going to be super loud. She's just going to be there for you, which I found I really have enjoyed.
my gosh, well, thank you so much for bringing on Electra. Thank you, Electra, for joining us. And thank you. Hopefully she'll find her forever home as well.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. And next we have Galaxy.
Here he is in his favorite one of his favorite perches.
Hi.
Galaxy is a lap kitty.
Oh my God.
Galaxy has a background. He's seen a few things, and he doesn't see very much anymore. He was rescued from a hoarding situation, and so he had some untreated respiratory infections that have left him mostly blind. And he also has a little bit of a chronic sneezing sinus thing. Neither one of these are a problem. He's just a lovely, adorable little dude who wants nothing more than a lap. And he doesn't like to be alone, though. So he does like to have a furry friend to hang with if his human friend is not around. So he's probably best with another animal or two. But if the human's lap is available, that's where he wants to be.
So what would his typical day look like?
So he does like to sleep with me. He's a good boy. He just sleeps. He comes to bed and he sleeps. Right at the beginning, he might chase my feet underneath the covers for a minute or two. But then he settles in. So he wants food when he gets up. He used to only eat dry food, but his cat brothers that are permanent residents here eat wet food. And so he got into eating wet food with them. So he eats both wet and dry food. Then he runs around and plays with his brothers for a little while. And they have a very active morning. And then he retires to the bedroom and sleeps and sleeps and sleeps.
And how does he react to folks coming in and out of the house, new people that are coming in? Is he on the shy side? Is he easy to meet new people?
He loves people. He is my one who never has a problem. I had a friend coming over to feed them while I ducked out of town not long ago. And when I sent her a text asking how's Galaxy, she sent me back a picture of him sitting in her lap.
Oh my gosh.
So he loves people. He will sit in whoever's lap is available. He's the sweetest little boy.
Oh my gosh. And how old is he?
We think he's about 2 years old.
Okay.
He's an adult. He's on the small side. He's only about 7 or 8 pounds. But he is an adult.
Oh my gosh. And so from what I understand, his favorite spot in the house to hang out is a lap.
Oh yes, definitely. It's either a lap or on the bed.
Okay.
Or in the bed. He burrows his way he tucks himself in under the covers as well.
Oh my gosh. And does he have a favorite treat that he enjoys?
He's not too big on treats. He'll eat them, but they're not he's not super food motivated except in the mornings.
Okay. And how would he seek your attention? Like if he wants to be patted?
Oh, so I walked in earlier today after being gone for a few hours, and he pawed at my ankles until I sat on the couch and then was immediately in my lap.
Oh my goodness. He's absolutely beautiful. Wow. And I truly hope that he finds a forever home today. And is there anything that you would like to add that you feel is relevant that I have not asked?
Just that this is the most delightful little cat. Like I said, he's been through some things, but he is just a little joyful boy. And honestly, if I lived in a larger than 1-bedroom apartment and didn't already have 2 cats, I would probably adopt him.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for saying that and for sharing Galaxy with us today. We really appreciate it. And hopefully he will wind up having some apps after our event.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. And next up we have Charlie.
Hello, here's Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
He, of course, like as soon as we come on camera, he stops playing and being all active. But at least he's giving you a good vantage point so you can see him.
Oh my gosh, he's absolutely beautiful. How old is Charlie?
Well, you know, like a traditional rescue, he's somewhere between the ages of 2 and 5. We're guessing a little bit younger because of his energy levels and how playful he is. And you'll notice that Charlie, you know, some of his fur on his face may look a little scarce. His whiskers are a little shorter. He just got his cone off on Friday after having eye surgery a couple of weeks ago. So he had his stitches out and now is cone free. So the fur is slowly but surely growing back, and just wanted to point that out in case anybody noticed it.
So what type of personality would you say he has? Mellow, playful?
He's playful, and when he's not playing, he's snuggling. So he wants nothing more than to be best friends with our resident cat, who's 10 years old, and our resident dog, who's 13. And they, I don't think, are used to his energy level quite yet. So he definitely gets along with other pets and wants to play with them. And as you can see, he loves this just simple string toy. We've also got the traditional, you know, ball plastic scratching thing that he loves too. But yeah, when he's not playing, he's definitely snuggling in somebody's lap.
Oh my goodness. And does he have a favorite place in the house to hang out?
I think it'd be easier to talk about places he doesn't like. He loves to go under things. So when he's, you know, trying to take a nap, he likes to go under one of the beds and sleep. We've also found him in the windowsill, on some of the living room furniture. A couple of times we found him on the kitchen table, you know, knocking all the placemats off and just hanging out up there. But you know, we've only had him for about a week, so he's still testing his boundaries.
So how are his eyes?
They're fine now. It was an issue with one of his eyelids, so his vision doesn't seem to be affected at all. Let's see if we can get him closer. Come on, Charlie. Look. Of course, he's not going to make it easy for us to see, but you can kind of see how one of his eyes is still a little bit red, but that should clear up. You know, his fur is growing back. Because one of his whiskers is shorter because they had to trim it for his surgery. It's funny to see him get stuck in places that he probably wouldn't normally get stuck in because he can gauge with his whiskers, but because they're a little bit trimmed, he can't gauge as effectively.
Oh my goodness. And is he a quiet cat, or does he like making himself heard?
Surprisingly, he's very quiet. You know, we thought with as playful as he was, he'd be very loud, but he is not. He's quiet and playful, and you know, I think much to the chagrin of our resident cat, and it makes him all the more sneaky. So you know, he's just, this is the normal Charlie right here. What you see is what you'll get.
And I am sure he has excellent litter box manners as well.
Of course, yeah, no accidents. He's been great. We've got 2 litter boxes because we've got the 2 cats, and he uses them both kind of interchangeably, so no problem.
My goodness, he is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for fostering him, taking care of him, and thank you for bringing him today. Hopefully, you know, someone will fall in love with Charlie as well, and he'll find his forever home.
Absolutely, we're glad to be here.
Thank you so much. And next we have Munchie and Chili.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Let me see if I can get them all in the picture here. All right, well, there's Chili, let's see if I can get Munchie to move a little closer. Here, girly.
Oh my gosh. Hello.
There we go.
They're
So
beautiful.
it's Munchie and Chili. Chili's the one up here on the by the window, and then Munchie's down here on the ground playing with the string toy.
Oh my gosh, how old are they?
Oh man, that's a good question. So they arrived in December and they were like 6 weeks old at that point. So they're like 4 months, 3 months.
Oh my gosh, so I bet they're super energetic. And
They are, yeah. So Munchie's the energy queen. Chili obviously also is energetic. You can see her playing with her very favorite kind of toy, which is any scrap of paper.
oh my goodness. And do they like to hang around together or play separately?
They like both. I definitely would not call them a bond pair, but they are a really great pair. They love to wrestle and chase each other around the house. They love to play with toys together. They snuggle up sometimes. And they're also happy to kind of play on their own if the other one isn't into it at that moment.
And do they have a favorite spot in your house where they like to hang out at?
I don't know if they really have a favorite spot necessarily. They kind of just like to be, Munchie likes to be wherever I am. So she likes to be, if I'm on the couch, she wants to come and sit with me. Chili likes to just kind of be nearby and really enjoys anything that's like a hidey hole like this, where she can kind of hang out in there and kind of watch.
Oh my goodness. They are so playful. And if you would describe one personality trait for each of them that makes each one of them stands out, what would it be?
Munchie is definitely the personality queen. She is a really big character in a really tiny body. And she loves to play. She's super energetic. Chili is a little bit shyer, but she is also so sweet. And loves to just kind of be around. She's more of the observer, I would say.
Oh my goodness. And how did they get adjusted to a household? Was it quick? Did it take time?
Munchie was super quick. So when they first arrived, I had a litter of 4. 2 of them have been adopted now. And all but Munchie were pretty under-socialized and pretty scared of me. So Chili took maybe 2 weeks to even let me come near her at the beginning, but now she is such a sweet little girl. She loves to be nearby. She likes to get pets now. Come here, little girl. You can pick over here. And she's super sweet. So I think that now that she knows that people are friends, she'll be a little bit quicker to adjust. Munchie is very confident and kind of immediately is just like, hi, I live here now. Whereas Chili takes a little bit longer to get used to, but once she does, she's the sweetest thing.
Oh my goodness. And do they what type of food do they prefer? Dry food, wet food? Do they have favorite treats?
They really like both. So I feed them wet food morning and night, and then I usually give them like a dry food snack midday and then right before bed for them to eat. And that seems to work pretty well for them. They particularly love to do like a scatter dry food snack so they can kind of hunt for their food on the floor and around the room. So we do that sometimes so they can have a little bit of enrichment when they eat.
Oh my gosh. And I'm sure they both have excellent litter box manners as well.
Yeah, they do. Neither one has had an accident since maybe the 2nd week they were here total. So now they're perfect.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for bringing them. They're awesome. They are so, so cute. Thank you.
Oh, and then the last thing I just want to say is they are both dog and cat friendly. So they're ready for anything.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I apologize. I should have said anything you wanted to add that I didn't ask.
No worries.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Oh my gosh, these guys are adorable. Hopefully, somebody will fall in love with them and they'll find their partner as well. Thank you. Bye, guys. And next one, we have Nestor.
Unmute. Hi, can you see us?
Yes.
Here's Nestor.
Hi, Nestor.
Bella. And Nestor has been having a grand time with this little wand toy. Oh, and the dog is upset. Nestor's been playing adorably for the past hour or so, and I was like, "Don't you get tired out before we can show you to everybody." Oh my gosh!
And how old is Nestor?
So Nestor's I was thinking I should look this up. He's probably about 4 months, something like that. I don't know exactly. He arrived here with 2 brothers who got adopted already a couple of weeks ago. So he's been on his own in a way. I mean, once they left, he definitely became more interested in us humans. So he's definitely he loved playing with them. They were running around, wrestling, having a great time. But once they left, he adjusted very quickly to, like I said, spending more time with us. He comes and he sleeps in our bed. He's very plush and cuddly and purrs. So it's really sweet to have a nice panther in the bed with you. And as you can see, he doesn't mind the dog at all.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
he loves this thing.
And how would you describe a typical day in the life of Nestor?
So yeah, I mean, I have to say, I mean, we sleep late here and he does not bother us. He doesn't wake us up. I mean, sometimes, cats are going to run around the house or whatever, but he certainly doesn't come in like demanding breakfast at any point. So I don't know what he does up until around 10 a.m., honestly. But as soon as we get up, he's like, okay, let's see what's happening. And, but he's not, I heard somebody else use this adjective too. He's not annoying. Some young kittens can be annoying. And I mean, of course, if you're trying to market those cats, that's not how you describe them. You describe them as playful and energetic. But he is, probably sort of a moderate level energy young cat, meaning that, he doesn't tear around the house. He doesn't demand things. He's not always attacking us, our ankles or anything. He likes to be around, but he's really good at playing independently. Like if I were to just leave this here, he'll figure out how to make it move on its own. He loves little scratching toys. So we have those all over the house, and a lot of them have like a little ball hanging from them or like a track toy at the bottom. And so he'll just be kind of wherever we are. He's usually nearby, but like playing on some toy on his own. Unless he decides it's time to come and snuggle and get pets and stuff. We also have some senior cats in the house, and they tolerate him really well. He's not annoying to them, so they'll let him hang out with them. But he's not getting the kind of playing, obviously, that he did from the other young cats. But so, I mean, basically, I think anything goes for this guy. He'd be happy. He'd be good for a single person, but if somebody has a house full of animals, that will be fine with him too. Oh, that was so cute. Sorry, I missed that.
And does he prefer dry food, wet food?
Yeah, he eats both. He likes the dog food too, to be honest. There's a dog food bowl right here. Sometimes he helps himself to that. I mean, we give him a mix of both because, he's still a young cat. We want to make sure he's getting good nutrition and hydration and stuff. So he gets wet kitten food, but there's also dry kitten food around the house. And like I said, he helps himself to the dog food. A treat is fine, but it's like he doesn't demand them. And like, I mean, sometimes I will say, like, if I'm having a snack in bed, that's the only time he can get annoying, like because he wants to see what I'm eating. But if I just toss either a treat or rolled a piece of paper or sock or anything across the room, I can usually get him to find some other thing to be interested in.
Oh my gosh. And it looks like he adjusted pretty well to your home.
I mean, that was super easy. I mean, obviously, like I said, he came with his litter mates, so that made it a really smooth adjustment. But yeah, when they left, it was, there was no sign of like, oh, this poor cat, he's alone now. He just seemed completely comfortable. I mean, they're so resilient, these, especially the young ones. They just, they'll adjust to anything, or he will. I mean, occasionally you get like the super shy one, but he's definitely not that. He's so cute. He's super like plush. Yeah. It's just, he feels like suede.
Oh my gosh, he is wonderful. And if there is anything else that you would like to add that is relevant that I haven't asked, please.
No, I don't think so. He's just like a perfect little beautiful panther. With gorgeous green eyes, which I don't know if you can see them. Here, show them your gorgeous eyes. Come here.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for bringing him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nestor, for playing.
Say goodbye. He's busy.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that immensely. So, are we lucky enough to have the owl make an appearance, or are we finishing up?
Okay, let's finish.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much. We appreciate it immensely. Thank you for bringing your beautiful friends, little cats and kittens with us today, and hopefully they'll find forever homes. And again, thank you so much for joining us and telling us the things about them. Thank you. Everybody have a beautiful day.